Congratulations, traders. You are officially in the next 2022 market correction. Yes, we did have to have at least one more before the end of 2022, and that is happening right now. You are going to learn how to use this market correction in order to take advantage of Tesla stock, when you should be buying Tesla, when you should be selling it, and how you can use Tesla to make as much money as possible. There is a free Discord, which I offer to every single trader who watches this video, which you can join in the link in the description. The only reason not to join is if you don't like making money. It's 100% free, and we literally call out when to buy and when to sell the best stocks. Absolutely no charge. I've been trading for 10 years. This is the greatest advantage you can give yourself as a trader. And if you enjoy this video, please rate it, because that means a lot to being able to reach more and more traders who do not have an edge in the market and who need help. And every single trader needs help. I am still a learner myself. I'm a constant student of trading. Even after trading for 10 years, I still want to learn more and more about what it takes to multiply more money in the market. I mean, being up 300% last week was insane. And today was totally different. We just had to control losses today because the market took a dive, and volatile stocks are especially sensitive to changes in the market. Nevertheless, by being smart, by taking trades professionally, we can control losses to such a degree that it's almost insane, because we no longer have to worry about being at risk for all of our money in the trade. We're at risk for a very small amount, but if the stock does run, if our trades do work out, we really know how to get the most money out of each trade as possible, so that we can profit and get out with money on almost every trade. And that is what I want to help you do with Tesla stock, is make money on every trade that you take on it. Tesla has undergone almost no fundamental changes, but I'm going to tell you and explain to you right now. You're going to learn how and why Tesla stock is suffering. Tesla stock now has a ceiling of about 200, and it can fall as low as $100. At least that's according to Barron. There's some support for shares at $166, and I'll show you right now there's actually support much higher than that. And I think anyone that waits for 166 may not get filled. Nevertheless, Tesla stock is under fire right now, and you need a custom strategy in order to trade this and come out at a good profit. Tesla has been fighting to stay on top recently. It achieved record deliveries in China, but is slowing down output, at least according to our news source here. And what I wanted to bring attention to with this news article is not that Tesla is slowing down deliveries in China, but rather the way that Tesla respond to it. So Tesla respond, it's denying productions of a slowdown in Shanghai, meaning that Tesla, after producing these 100,000 units, it wants to maintain that image. So Tesla is not. This is a sign not so much that Tesla is slowing down imports and that Tesla is becoming weak as a company, but rather that Tesla is protecting its image, and Tesla is still fighting. Okay, if Tesla as a company is still fighting, that can do great things for the stock. We've already seen how on COSM, just by the company director, the CEO, saying, okay, guys, I am still fighting for this stock. I want to get it to $1. I'm not going to sell any of my shares. By showing that kind of conviction, he was able to get his tiny little 8-cent stock all the way up to 66 cents and even 88 cents at one point. And so that kind of conviction can do wonders for a stock. And this is the kind of conviction that we're seeing in Tesla and from Elon Musk. So regardless of what's going on, we do know that Tesla is going to keep fighting to stay on top, and that means a lot. We are at a serious point here at $200, that this is a level which is decisive. It will decide whether Tesla is going to rally and remain strong as a company, or whether it's going to take another dive. And right now, looking at the number of imports and exports, it's looking like Tesla is under some fire recently. But we can't take this in isolation. We have to look at other aspects of the company. So Tesla today is down 144 points. And on December 2nd, it started offering discounts on vehicles. Now, I'm going to show you on the chart. Remember that date, December 2nd. I'm going to show you on the chart how after Tesla started to give those discounts on the vehicles, it actually started to show on the chart in terms of the stock price of Tesla. So this is something to keep in mind, that when something fundamentally changes, or when investors see a company as performing weaker, then the chart will reflect that. So the news, the fundamentals of the company, and the chart itself, these will actually coincide, which is why on this channel, it's one of the only channels where, actually it's the only channel where you'll actually get a fundamental breakdown, and you'll have that explained to you on the chart and the way that the chart is moving. And you'll be able to use those two pieces of information together, the fundamental analysis and the technical analysis, in order to pull a profit from Tesla in any situation. So because of the weakness in the chart that happened after December 2nd, which I'm going to show you once we go into the technical analysis, we want to take into account how Tesla is doing as a company and how Tesla makes money. So how does Tesla make money? It doesn't just make money through electric vehicles. It actually makes money through regulatory credits and through energy storage. So how does that factor into the how Tesla is valued? Well, because it makes so much money from regulatory credits, in fact, it makes so much money from regulatory credits, it accounts for almost 20% of the overall revenue and profit of Tesla company. So it's almost it's $1.67 billion just from regulatory credits. That's a huge deal, considering that Tesla had a net income of 5.51 billion in 2021. So these regulatory credits, I want to bring them to light, because they're going to affect the way that Tesla as a company is valued in the near future. And I want you to shift your mindset for a minute to think of Tesla not as a company that is worth X amount and it stays at that amount. If that was true, then Tesla would always be valued at $200 or $300, and the chart would just look flat. But the truth about stocks is that they are valued based on perception. Okay, regardless of how much the company is actually worth, the company will fluctuate in value based on how investors view the security. Do they view the security as a good investment? Do they believe the security is a bad investment? Do they believe the price should be higher? Do they believe the price should be lower? This will affect the value of Tesla stock, and that's why technical analysis is so important. If you do not apply technical analysis to your trades, then you are leaving the most important piece of data, which is how perceptions of the stock change over time. So we're going over the fundamental analysis and how much money Tesla is making, so we can get a baseline of how the company is valued and how investors will respond to the news. But we want to confirm our theory with the hard data that is shown on the chart in our technical analysis, which is what you're going to get right now. Let's go into the technical analysis now. This is the chart for Tesla. So Tesla chart, if we look in the daily, it has fallen dramatically since 2022 November. Okay, so November of last month, this chart just started dumping like crazy, went all the way from about $300 all the way down to below $200. If something goes from 300 to below 200, that is a 33% decrease. That is an insane decrease, and it is hurting the stock, and everyone who's buying the stock right now is underwater. Okay, unless they bought the stock at 166, everyone who bought this stock is underwater. Now, anyone who watches this channel knows that I will show you how to profit from short and midterm trades. Majority of my trades are day trades. I rarely recommend holding a stock overnight, but a stock like Tesla, it may be okay, just because the stock itself is a larger cap stock and this company is not worth $0, despite what you may be hearing online. So this company here, because it has some fundamental value, is bottoming out around 175.39. I know that Barron said that it has support at 166. It does, but given that the overall stock market, okay, and now we're going to get into why the support level is so important. Given that the overall stock market, the SPY, has fallen all day. Let's take a look at the SPY. Okay. Look at this. SPY fell all day. Okay. SPY fell all day. It's all the way down to 391.64. It rallied slightly at the end of the day, but overall, the SPY fell all day. Now let's take a look again and compare it to our Tesla chart. So SPY fell all day, and then Tesla, look at that. It bottomed out in the middle of the day around 9:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Depending on what time zone you're in, it's going to be a different time. But in the middle of the trading day, Tesla bottomed out. That is a good sign. That means that institutional investors now see Tesla at this price level as attractive. They're starting to buy Tesla stock. And as a result, Tesla stock is unlikely to fall below $177 or $175.88. That means that this is our ideal buy-in price for the stock. And we maybe not even have to wait for the stock to fall to this level. We may be able to pick it up around 178.79 or 178 and 10 cents. Okay, we have a few different buy-in points, a few different level of supports that we can use in order to day trade this stock and pull a profit. And because there's so much volume in this stock, it's very easy to capitalize on gaining in this stock. You don't have to worry about volume and about there not being enough shares to support our trade. Tesla stock is a very liquid stock, so you can buy as many shares as you want as long as you're able to take profit at a good point and get out if the trade isn't working. Look at this. You see how the red candles don't pull below the 177.88 level? That is an excellent sign for anyone looking to trade Tesla at this level. We want to see where Tesla opens up tomorrow. And if it does open up near here, then it's going to be a good buy. If it opens up above 175.33, then it's going to be a good buy. $175 is a strong support level for Tesla. And the fact that the overall stock market is down as much as it is, and yet Tesla is stopped falling, stopped dumping, and held this level of support is a sign that investors see Tesla as an attractive buy right now. Now we're going to go into exactly where we should be selling Tesla. But before we go into that, I want to show you on the chart where we should be selling it. 182.77 is an excellent sell target for Tesla. If you can sell your shares at 182.77, then you are giving yourself a huge advantage. Secondary sell target is here at 188.47, another great sell target that will allow you to sell Tesla at a point where it rallies and where you're able to make a ton of money on it, but you're not putting yourself at any kind of crazy risk. So sell shares at 188 if you pick them up around the current price level. And finally, my third sell target is $193. You don't want to be selling above $193, because if you wait for Tesla to go above 193, then it has a major point of resistance at 195 and 200. So you're rolling the dice, and anyone who watches this channel is going to make money. They don't roll the dice. They make money pretty much every trade. And with that in mind, if the trade's not working out, sell it. Okay. The reason why I always have you guys pick up stocks around key support levels is because if they fall below those support levels, then we know that the trade is done for and we're out. But if you follow this advice and you actually get out at the stop loss, which I'm going to provide you with, or you take profits at the take profit levels that I'm providing you with right now, then you are going to come out of this stock at a profit. And that's exactly what I want for you. And that's why I'm making this video. Now we're going to go ahead and pull back to our information on Tesla here, our fundamental analysis. So this is the verdict. Tesla is weaker than it's ever been since November 2020. And let me pull back to the chart for just a second. Let's look at the weekly chart. Look at this. Tesla had been valued at over $400 before. And over here, November 2020, that's the last time that we saw Tesla valued as low as it is right now. Tesla is unlikely to pull above 200 at any time soon. But once it does, it's going to be a great buy-in. If Tesla ever pushes above 200, especially with the electric vehicle self-driving and all of the Elon Musk comes up with so many new ideas. So if we see some of those Tesla ideas, the Cybertruck, right? come to fruition, then we're going to be able to see a break of the 200 technical level. And that's going to be an excellent price to buy in on Tesla because we have a lot of upside potential from there. For now, we want to make sure that we sell before we get to 200. It's just like I was letting you guys know about COSM stock, which was up 50% since we announced it. And this stock, we remembered that we didn't want to hold this stock until it got to $1 because $1 is where everybody else starts selling it. We want to sell before everyone else sells it. We want to exit the stock always before all other traders exit the stock. If we wait for every other trader to exit the stock, we're going to be left holding a big bag of nothing. And nobody that watches this channel is going to hold nothing. They are going to hold bags of money. And so that's why we're going to look at Tesla and where we should sell it in order to make our bags of money. There's an 85% chance that Tesla will spike to 182.77 and a 55% chance that Tesla will spike to 188.63. Okay, so there's an 85% chance of this sell target, and there's a 50% chance of, there we go. There is a 85% chance that Tesla will spike to 182.77, and there is a 50% chance that Tesla will spike to 188.63. So we have two different sell targets on Tesla, and then we have that third one that I talked about around $194. But we have these two sell targets here that I want you to keep in mind because Tesla is extremely likely to come to these price targets, extremely likely, 85% chance and 50% chance, which means you can get a very predictable return on Tesla if you follow this trading plan. The ideal entry is from $176 to $180. The lower you can get it, the better. Just make sure that the Tesla stock holds $175 as a key level of support. So my price targets one more time are $182.77 and $188.63. These are the levels where you should be selling and unloading your Tesla stock because Tesla stock is not going to go up forever. And especially if you're day trading it, this is about how high we can expect the stock to go. On the first day, maybe 182.77. On the second, 188.63. Tesla is at the mercy of the overall stock market. So if the stock market rallies, then we can expect these price targets to be hit. If the stock market falls, which I don't think it will fall tomorrow, but if it does, then these price targets are unlikely to be hit. Nevertheless, the 173.59 level is where I'm going to place my stop loss and where you should as well. Because if the Tesla stock does not succeed, then at least we're able to get out at just a few dollars loss, right? From 176 at 173.59. And that's not so bad. But if the Tesla stock does succeed, then we're able to get 2 to 4 times what we had in potential risk by exiting Tesla stock at our price targets. So that is the way that I want you to think as a trader is you are going to get as much as possible from each trade. You are not married to your trades. You get out at a good price. You do not hold stocks until they go up, until they are already past their prime, right? You want to find the best stocks and you want to sell them when they are at the most attractive prices for sellers. That way you get out with your bag of money, but everybody else who is holding on and has this false hope, unfortunately, they are the ones that will be holding your bag. Okay. You will have the bag of money. They will be holding the bag of nothing. Do not hold the bag of nothing, hold the bag of money. And with that, we'll conclude our video on Tesla. Tesla being a fundamentally, unfortunately, a fundamentally downtrending stock, which you can still profit from for the fact that the stock is so beaten down from where it was 6 months ago, and that you can profit from by selling at 182.77 and 188.63. Don't hold it for longer than that, regardless of how wonderful the chart looks. You want to be getting out of Tesla stock at key levels. Don't be one of the victims of the institutional traders or of the algorithmic traders that constantly find new ways to take money from retail traders like us. Instead, use the knowledge of a professional trader that you're getting from this channel to get out of this stock at a wonderful profit. And make sure to keep your stop loss handy as well in case the stock market dumps again like it did today. At that, I want to remind everyone that if you enjoyed this video, please rate it and join our Discord because we love having traders like you. We love helping people make money, and it's 100% free. So have an amazing day and keep making money in the stock market. This is John Coda, and we'll see each other next time.